بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين يا رب العالمين. My fellow Kenyans, friends of friends around the world, good evening from London. It is another day, another week. Before I start the topic of the day, first I would like, because I started with a Muslim prayer. There are people in Kenya that I know. There are not many, there are few. Generally, people of Kenya in this topic that I'm saying, they are very generally good. But there are people who've been brainwashed that if you start with Islamic prayer, they don't want to hear you, or they don't want to hear your message. Especially if you're a politician, they think Muslim cannot rule Kenya. This is a myth that has been put out there. And if I may quote the current deputy president and future president of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, sometimes back he said, this is a Christian country and we have no apology to make. End of quote. And I will do the same thing what he said. I'm a Muslim and a Kenyan, and I have no apology to make to be a Muslim. With that, I want you to understand that we all have equal right to lead that country, to fight for that country, and live in that country peacefully. Now, coming back to the topic of the day, it is something that I've never thought I will say. And it's something that unfortunately it come to that I've got to say. Recently, a couple of months back, I decided to support one of the presidential candidates. And before much, I would like to talk about my hero, Raila Amollo Odinga. It is somebody that I have looked up to. It's somebody that I've followed on his footsteps to an extent of going to jail like him, be on exile like him. Today, as I speak from London, I'm on exile. I'm unable to walk across among my people. Mr. Raila Odinga, you will always remain my hero. Does not matter what happens. But today, unfortunately, I want to tell you that I've supported you all through. I may not be your psychopath, but I am people who supported you quietly behind the scene, not because somebody told me, but because of the sacrifices that you've made for that country. If I may use an analogy, once Sheikh Dor, the man I left, I think last time I left him was a Kenyan ambassador to Oman. Once he told us 2013 in the mosque on a Friday prayer, he said, we are faced by two evils. And he continued telling us the difference between the two evils. The evil one cannot hear and cannot talk. Evil two can talk and can hear. And the evil two that can talk and can hear happens to be Raila Odinga at the time. Today, we are faced with a similar situation. We have two evil that is facing us. And now the two evils, again, happens to be Raila Odinga and William Samoei Ruto. As he said, and I will use again the same analogy, is Raila Odinga, I love you. I look up to you, as I said before. You are my hero. But unfortunately, you've been swallowed, you've been consumed by the bigger evil. The evil that cannot hear, the evil that cannot talk. The evil that has turned our country into a police state, that people don't have rights. Our continual mothers and fathers, children continue suffering in that country at the hands of police. The police brutality has become the order of the day. under the watch and command of that evil. The lesser evil I'm talking about is William Samoei Ruto, the current deputy president of Kenya. He is evil because the very government he's serving in destroyed our right. So he's equal in evil, but he's lesser evil. And today I've decided to choose the lesser evil. Samoei Ruto is the person I've decided to support. 2 days ago, last Friday, or 3 days ago, last Friday, I mobilized delegation of over 500 people, sent it to his residence in Karen. And this is, the number does not lie. These are the people I mobilized from this small room. I call it command post from London. I mobilized these people and I've told him that we are going to support William Ruto to the end. As a student of political science, with a look at the numbers, William Ruto will get the presidency. I may be wrong, because politics is something that can change even the last minute, even the last week, or even the last night. We've seen it before. However, the current, the way things are going, William Ruto will win. Baba, we don't hate you, we love you. You lost because of where you changed your politics and went where the people who are destroying us and destroying our families. And that's the reason why we decided to abandon you and went with the lesser evil. The second reason why I decided to abandon you is because in Marsabit County, we have a man called Kenyatta who is the current CS for finance. The man has become, he's another evil in the community, the same way the other evils are there. Even in Marsabit County, we have evils, but there's lesser evil and another evil, or even more evil. Kenyatta is an evil that we've decided to do away with him. Today in Marsabit, Gabra community especially, Kenyatta and his UPIA party cannot bring even one MCA. If he's telling you guys something contrary at night, and there's billions of money you've given it to him to go and campaign, he will not even give you a village elder, let alone an MCA. So we are done with him on the ground. But because on the national politics and my people, they know they have done with him and they don't understand politics the way I do, I'm now playing at the national politics to make sure that you don't go in and give him the minister where he will continue destroying our society. So another reason why I'm voting for Ruto and support, of course I'm in London, I cannot vote Ruto, but my people, as you've seen it, the number does not lie. The community, the opinion shapers, opinion leaders that have mobilized from Gabra community, which I will continue doing it, we are going to vote for William Samoei Ruto. So I finish that by saying, I'm sorry, with a heavy heart, I've left you and I'm going to support William Ruto. Now I go back to William Ruto. William Ruto, when I sent the delegation, in your speech, you said that 2013, no, 2014, the war that happened, you and your government called up Shiro, the current governor, and Kenyatta, the CS for finance, and you brought peace. Mr. President, or rather Deputy President, the future President, point of correction. Your government did not do that. I did that. With the help of Allah, I mobilized the like-minded, especially the Western embassies, led by Jack, the current ambassador, Swiss ambassador to Washington, John Gidongo, the former PS for ethics, and other like-minded. I brought them together single-handedly. I fought for 3 months and nobody paid me. But I was thrown out when we brought your government. We forced actually your government to talk about our people when they are killing each other, because you took sides. At the time, you're supporting Borana's side, and we are fighting for the truth. But that is a story of another day. I was just correcting. You will read it in my book, upcoming book, titled Surviving Broken Society, which will be published soon, maybe this summer, if everything goes as planned. That's the story of another day. My wife said in her speech that she believes, and the statement, and I think the best thing is let the people listen to what she said first of all, and then I will comment about it.
Na Jafar wamewekelewa mambo mengi sana, amepitia mambo mengi, but I congratulate this lady. Behind any strong man there is a strong woman. So Mama Salma amesimama na familia, amesimama na familia yake, amelea watoto, amesimama kama mama ambao ako na nguvu na akili, na tunamwombea ndugu yetu Jafar. Yeye ndio anakumobilizia hata akiwa huko hawa watu wote, na yeye ndio anatutengenezea njia tufike Northern, Maikona, Moyale na kila mahali. Na yeye anasema ya kwamba when you get this government, kwa kweli kila mwananchi atakuwa na freedom ya kuishi hapa. Karibu Mama Salma, usalimie watu.
Assalamu alaikum. Your Excellency, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Salma.
The MPs and the senior members, protocol observed. I'm sorry, I'm not a politician, so I'm not very good at speaking, and she's made me very emotional. I'm tearing up. I'm here on polemic. Lakini by marriage nimekuwa one of you. Pain yenu naisikia zaidi kwa sababu watoto wangu pia ni wenu. Hawana jina ya Barawa, wana jina ya Gabra. Kitu ambaye nawaombea all the time kutoka niingie kwa community yenu ni mkuwe na amani between you. Kila siku nasikianga tu mmepigana, mmewana. So I always ask myself, kwani hakuna security? Hakuna government? Why are people killing each other? Why? Because of what? No. It's about time tuache, tukue community moja. Unaona, tuko pamoja. We are different community, but we all look alike. So I don't understand tukianza kupigana vita kwa sababu hakuna jina tofauti na mimi. Majority of us are believers. Mkuwe Waislamu ama Wakristo. It's about time tuingie in the 21st century. Tuache kuuana. Tuulize what is good for the community, not who that person is. Nawaomba, na mheshimiwa, what I ask of you please, police reforms, security for us. Watu wanauliza mengine, lakini mimi yenye naona yenye itatusaidia zaidi ni kukuwa na hiyo security reform, police reform. Tuache kunyanyaswa na mambo ya terrorism. Unagongewa mlango usiku. It's about, we're all Kenyans. I was born and bred and schooled. I actually schooled in Moi University of Eldoret. Sisi wote tunahitaji the same treatment, na tunajua inshallah utakuwa the next president of Kenya. Ukikuwa rais, tafadhali usitusahau, beef up the security in our community. That's the most important thing that we need.
Thank you so much, Mama Salma. Mama Salma is a very strong woman. We appreciate her. Naendelea kulea watoto wako. Inshallah bwana yako atarudi Kenya na atawasaidia.
My wife, as you've heard it on clip, my wife told you for all the thing. My wife struggled. She was humiliated. She was tortured. May not be physical, but mentally. She was tortured. She's going through crisis and nobody's caring about her. But she's a strong woman, as the senator said. But still, even at this stage, she's not thinking of herself. She's talking about the community. She's talking about the country. She's talking about the future of the nation. That is courage. That is leadership. That is sacrifice. Now you can see it. You don't need to practice. I did not tell her what to say. She said that. She's a smart woman. She said, if you go into power, and we believe you'll go into power, we want you to help us, the weaker, by bringing police reform so we can have a right and live in our houses with respect. I want to change that. You go into there, it will not help. It's our right. It's a job that any president, not only you, any president who will get that is their job. And if under your watch, what has happened to many Muslims, if what is happening to many Muslims in Kenya today happens, you have failed your job. One of the main reasons Uhuru failed miserably, and I'm even shocked Muslim can stand up and say they are going to vote for Uhuru Kenyatta when he has destroyed the community across the nation because of which religion you come from. And if you do that, any president does that, that is a failure. And for me, I'll twist it from what my wife said. She was diplomatic, and I am not going to be diplomatic. It is our right. It's a Muslim right. It's a Kenyan right. We need a police